You can tell me anything, Scott. You're one of my best friends.
I'm crushing on someone.
Cameron Diaz and Justin Timberlake probably broke up because he fell in love with someone else. They were one of the most popular celebrity pairings of the 2000s and were together for a solid 4 years, which is pretty serious for celebrities at the time. There are many rumors about why Cameron and Justin split. Was it the age gap, was it their fame, or was it the other woman?
There's always rumors.
Always rumors.
Legend has it that Cameron Diaz and Justin Timberlake's first encounter was at the 2003 Kids' Choice Awards. Shortly after meeting him at the awards show, tabloids reported that Diaz had joined her new beau on the road as he toured with Christina Aguilera. It was exciting for pop culture when a fan-favorite Hollywood it girl and a handsome boy band singer connected. Anyway, while some were thrilled over the news, others criticized the couple's age gap. At the time, Cameron was 34 years old while Justin was 25, marking 9 years between the pair. During their years as a couple, Cameron and Justin really had each other's backs. They handled a lot of weird Hollywood problems together, like fighting for their lives around paparazzi. Once, the British tabloid News of the World ran an article claiming that the pop star had cheated on Diaz with a model, Lucy Clarkson.
Everyone gets cheated on at some point.
Yeah.
Are you standing by this?
Yeah.
Timberlake denied these claims and even sued the newspaper for not retracting the report. Over a year later, the tabloid admitted that the article was a lie. Even through that crazy drama, Cameron stuck by her man, and Justin shared that same energy when it came to his lover. In 2006, he jumped to the rescue when the blonde had a scary experience with the paparazzi. The reports claim that Diaz was a victim of a possible assault with a deadly weapon, the deadly weapon being the car the photographer was driving. This guy jumps out of the bushes in the middle of the night and starts chasing me down the street. I'm literally screaming, and Justin's coming out of the house. He thinks his girlfriend's getting assaulted, Cameron shared. Although the photographer quickly drove away, the beauty was shaken by the event, and the couple contacted the police. This wasn't an isolated incident either. There was once a time when the duo was yet again surprised by the paparazzi's sudden appearance. Cameron was accused of assaulting a photographer with her own camera in the commotion. Discussing the incident, the actress said, "Something happened in our industry, in our society, and there was an explosion of this really aggressive group of people. I don't even know if they're people, these paparazzi." There are clearly some major downsides to being famous, and perhaps the stress of being in such a high-profile romance contributed to the couple's eventual split. In 2007, this love story came to an end. The former pair released a joint statement saying, "We have in fact ended our romantic relationship and have done so mutually and as friends, with continued love and respect for one another." The statement was released after rumors about the breakup and why it happened began circulating. Though we can never truly know what happened between Diaz and Timberlake, the internet is rife with theories. The most scandalous of the bunch suggests that the pair clashed over actress Scarlett Johansson's involvement in Timberlake's 2006 What Goes Around Comes Around music video.
We created kind of a little story with characters and
car crashes
and car crashes and love affairs and scandal and intrigue.
At the time, Us Weekly magazine reported that Cameron was very jealous of Scarlett. In response to the rumors, Johansson said that we live in a world where if two people are single, and one's a guy and one's a girl, and they're both famous, they will be linked. If it's somebody one week, it's going to be somebody else the next week. It's either me or Jessica Biel, she said. Of course, Timberlake did end up with Biel, but irony aside, Johansson managed to hush the tabloid chatter. 1 week after he and Cam announced their separation, the exes were seen engaging in a tense standoff at Prince's Golden Globes after-party. The actress reportedly approached Justin while he was chatting with Jessica, which led to an intense 40-minute face-off in a side room, ending with the singer slamming his fist down on a cabinet. In Timberlake's 2018 memoir, he talked about falling in love with Biel, saying that they did flirt in the past, but the night of the Golden Globes really solidified their bond. "We were both still seeing other people, keeping ourselves safe from getting hurt, from really putting ourselves out there. It took a bit for both of us to admit to ourselves that we were really, really into each other," he said. Though Justin and Cameron are both now married to different people and have been for years, neither was always eager when it came to commitment. During a visit to the Ellen DeGeneres show in 2006, the host asked the pop star about the engagement rumors that long circled him and Cameron. Ellen teased about needing to know if she should get a bridesmaid dress, to which Justin said, "Know what? Go ahead and reserve one. The only thing is, you'll have to stay the same size for the next 15 years. Diaz's thoughts on the topic were aligned. 2 months after Timberlake's appearance, the In Her Shoes star went on the show and told DeGeneres, "I'm a commitment phobe. Don't want to do it." It makes sense that two people who weren't planning on committing to each other would break up. And while the end of the romance seemed rocky, the exes truly meant it when they said they were separating on good terms. As Cameron put it, whenever there's an end, there's a new beginning. You can't waste your time and energy dwelling on what happened or what could have been. Relationships come, relationships go, or they stay or evolve, but we stay alive. Be well and be kind.